to know him? Well, we've got to be on our job.
Come on, preacher.
Because other religions are doing their job. You see, the Jehovah's Witnesses are preaching their gospel.
Yes.
The Mormons are preaching their gospel. The Muslims are preaching their gospel.
Yeah.
The Buddhists are preaching their gospel.
Come on, preacher.
Even the Hare Krishnas are preaching their gospel.
Yes.
And so are many other religions.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell you, there is a difference in this gospel and every other gospel or religion.
Yeah.
You see, this gospel has power.
Yeah.
There is weakness. This gospel saves. There's these men in sin and men still. This gospel transforms both spirit and mind.
Yes.
Theirs may not change a thing.
Yeah.
This gospel is unto good works. Their gospel is unto selfish works.
Yeah.
This gospel points to the Godhead.
Yeah.
Theirs points to a godless head.
Yeah.
This gospel is the power of God employed
Yeah.
to illuminate, to quicken, to comfort, to regenerate,
Yes.
to calm, and to sustain. This gospel is glorified.
Yeah.
It raises the body from the ruins of mortality to the glory of an endless death. This gospel is the love. This gospel is the peace. This gospel is the joy. This gospel is the gladness. This gospel is the hope.
Yeah.
This gospel is the righteousness.
Yeah.
This gospel is the blessing.
Yeah.
This gospel is the healing. This gospel is the forgiveness. There are unsearchable riches in the glory of this gospel.
Yeah.
This gospel has been known to make people whole again.
Yeah.
This gospel has been known to bring families back together again. This gospel has been known to make friends start speaking to one another again.
Yes.
This gospel has been known to bring neighborhoods and communities in harmony again.
Yes.
This gospel has even been known to bring church folks on one accord.
Yeah.
This gospel has brought you through your trials and tribulations. This gospel has brought you through your dangers and difficulties. This gospel has brought you through your suffering and persecution. This gospel has brought you through your failures and setbacks. This gospel is what saved your father. This gospel is what saved your mother. This gospel is what saved your brothers and your sisters.
Yeah.
This gospel is what saved your whole family. And this gospel is what has saved you. I'm talking about this gospel, the Logos, the Word. Well, let me quote from a lady called Miss Marva Banks in her book, The Master's Plan. And I quote, "We are not sent to preach sociology, but salvation.
Yeah.
We're not sent to preach economics, but evangelism.
Yeah.
We're not sent to preach reform, but redemption.
Yeah.
We're not sent to preach culture, but conversion.
Come on.
We're not sent to preach progress, but pardon. We're not sent to preach a new social order, but a new birth. We're not sent to preach revolution, but regeneration.
Yeah.
We're not sent to preach renovation, but revival. We're not sent to preach resuscitation, but resurrection. We're not sent to preach a new organization, but a new creation. We're not sent to preach democracy, but the gospel. We're not sent to preach civilization, but Christ. If we follow those directions, we'll be preaching the gospel. So Paul tells Timothy, preach the word, be instant in season and out of season. Be ready, whether the opportunity seems favorable or unfavorable, whether it's convenient or inconvenient, whether it's welcome or unwelcome. Reprove, review, exhort, tell people where they're wrong. Just preach the gospel and let the word do the work.
All right.
Well, I just wonder if Jesus needed somebody Would you say, here am I, send me? You don't have to be a special evangelist. You don't have to be a special anybody. You can be a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. But God can take a nobody, turn him into a somebody in front of everybody without asking anybody. Preach the word, whether you're favorable or unfavorable. Preach the word, whether they want to hear it or they don't want to hear it. Preach the word, whether you're welcome or unwelcome. Preach the word, be an evangelist, do the work, and preach the gospel. But then you'll know the power of the gospel. God bless you. It's my prayer. Whoever the church owns, everyone who wants to come and give their hand to the preacher and their heart to God, the doors of the church are open.
Amen. Amen.
If there was. My social media, you can go to our Facebook page and you go to the section that says join. You click that button, put your name, your address, your phone number, and if you desire prayer, put that in there. I will call you. Personally, I will call you.